In today's video, I'm going to give you my 15 top UFC prospects. And guys, this list is spicy. So buckle up and let's get going. At the outset, I've got to say my first three picks come straight out of season 9 of the Contender Series. And I know there might be a little bit of recency bias there, but when you consider that 14 out of my 15 picks come from the Contender Series, and we're seeing real title contenders like Gian Silva, Diego Lopez, Carlos Ulberg, Jack Della Maddalena, they're all coming out of the Contender Series. So it's really no surprise. I think it's safe to say that the platform is the most prolific pipeline for UFC fighters right now. So just wanted to let you know these first three come out of season 9. Kicking it off at number 15, I've got a Chechen fighter. He's 24 years old and his name is Baisangur Susurkaev. Let's take a look at his stats. He is coming in at 10-0. He's on a 10-fight win streak, and he's got a 90% finish rate. This guy is making heads turn. Everyone in the middleweight division is paying attention to this guy because he won his Contender Series fight with a nasty kick to the body knockout. And Dana signs him. 4 days later, he's fighting his debut fight in the UFC, and he finishes his opponent in the first round. He's really incredible. His training partner is Khamzat Chimaev, who said that Susurkaev is not only better than he is, but he said he's crazy good. He's also got the attention of another middleweight fighter in the division, RDR, Rainier de Ritter. Anyone heard of him? Yeah, he also said that this fighter is legitimate. So we're excited, expecting to see some more big things and promising fights from this Chechen fighter. All right, rolling in at number 14, I've got a 27-year-old featherweight for you by the name of Márcio Ticotô Barbosa. And let's take a look at his stats. He is 4-0, 4-fight win streak with a finish rate of 94%. And let me tell you, this kid is electric. He comes in with a lot of striking. I think he's going to be a fan favorite in this division because he's entertaining, very passionate, lots of intensity, fights with big heart. So we're looking forward to a lot of great things. He won the Contender Series fight with a vicious right hook and then took the opponent down, ground and pound, got the W. We don't have a fight date for Márcio yet, but he comes out of season 9, so I think it's just going to be a couple of months before we see him. Very excited about Márcio Ticotô Barbosa. All right, on the come up at number 13, I've got a 24-year-old light heavyweight by the name of AbdulRakhman Yakhyaev. Let's take a look at his stats. So he is coming in with a record of 7-0. He's on a 7-fight win streak and has an 86% finish rate. Wow. He's the most dominant fighter that I've seen in season 9. He comes in with knees and striking. He's great on the ground. His win in the Contender Series came in just 30 seconds. He finished the guy. So Yakhyaev fights like a bull in a china shop, the way he rolls through his opponents with striking, ground game, submission. We're going to see a little bit of everything. It's going to be thrilling. That is AbdulRakhman Yakhyaev. His next fight is scheduled for November 22nd against 13-1 Rafael Cerqueira. Rolling in at number 12, I've got a 24-year-old featherweight by the name of Austin Bashi. Let's take a look at his record. It's 14-1. He has a 1-fight win streak and a 64% finish. Now, Austin did lose his debut fight, but he bounced back and won fight number 2 with a standing rear naked choke. Austin is quick. He's athletic. He's a lot of fun to watch, a wrestler who likes to take you to the ground and then come in with the rear naked chokes. We're looking forward to seeing more of Austin Bashi. His next fight is November 8th. My number 11 pick's name slays as much as his potential in the UFC, and that is, let's see, how old is he? 27-year-old light heavyweight Navajo Stirling. Let's take a look at his record. He's on an 8-fight win streak with a record of 8-0 and a 50% finish rate. We just got to watch Navajo fight last weekend in Perth, and he won by unanimous decision. Really exciting fighter. He puts together a string of combos that is very effective. Punches, kicks, leg strikes. He's going to come at you with it. We should expect to see him in a top 15 ranked bout, I would say, in the next 6 to 12 months. I think he's going to be a favorite. He's been up against some tough competitors, so I think he's deserving of a top 15 ranked bout, and a lot of fun. Looking forward to seeing more of Navajo Stirling. All right, topping the top 10 list out, coming in at number 10, we've got Jacobe Kobe Smith. Now, Kobe is a 29-year-old welterweight, and he is on an 11-win tear. He's got an 11-0 record so far and an 82% finish rate. I've got to tell you, Kobe would be in my top 5 had he not gassed out in his second fight against journeyman Nico Price. Not sure what happened there. He was very hyped coming into that fight. He was highly favored. I think he was probably the most highly favored in UFC history. That's the type of hype that was coming in for him. After all, he comes from Oklahoma State. He's an elite level wrestler. Not sure what happened. It made me a little cautious to put him in the top 5. I'm leaving him in the top 10 because I believe in him. Going to be an exciting fighter. That's Jacobe Kobe Smith. All right, guys, moving on down to number 9. I've got a 27-year-old featherweight by the name of Jose Delgado coming in for you. Now, Jose's record is 10-1. He's on a 7-fight win streak and has a 100% finish rate. He's going to be an all-around good fighter. He's got great striking. He's good on the ground. He's coming off an impressive win in the Contender Series in round 1. He had a knee that dropped his opponent to the ground, came in with a bunch of ground strikes, got the W. Yeah, we're liking Jose Delgado. His next fight is coming up on October 25th in UFC 321 against Nathaniel Wood. That's Jose Delgado, featherweight, and we're liking it. Yep. Rolling in at number 8, I've got a 29-year-old middleweight by the name of Azamat Bekoev, goes by the nickname Iron. Now, he is on an 8-fight win streak. He's 8-0 for his record, and he's got an 80% finish rate. That's a lot of 8s. He's number 8 with an 8-fight win streak and an 80% finish rate. Azamat is an American top team fighter. He's centered around a wrestling background, but do not let that fool you and do not underestimate his striking. This guy has it all. Coming in at a middleweight, again, we've got some exciting fighters as 2 of my 15 are middleweight fighters and looking really good. This guy is a bulldog. He will take you down and he will ground and pound you. His next fight is UFC Fight Night, and that's the card that has DeRitter and Brendan Allen. So we're looking forward to seeing Azamat Iron Bekoev. Be on the lookout for him. Lucky number 7 coming in for you, and 7 goes to a fighter by the name of Nazim Black Wolf Sadykhov. This fighter is, let's see, he's a little bit older, 31 years old. He's got a record of 11-1, but he's on an 11-fight win streak, and he's got a finish rate of 91%. Sadykhov has a 4-0-1 record in the UFC, but he's a ruthless freestyle fighter. He's got it all. He's a striker. He's good on the ground. I don't know if you saw his fight in Azerbaijan back in June. He fought Nicholas Mota, and it was a bloody battle. As much as he strikes, he can take. Like, that guy is as tough as nails, and he's going to be a crowd favorite because of his strike, stand, and return kind of fighting style. I think it's just going to be fan-friendly for everyone. I think this is going to be so good for the sport, casuals and diehards alike. So let's see, what else about this guy? Oh, yeah, definitely expecting a top 15 ranked bout. I think that will be like a true litmus test for him so that we can see how it all pans out. I think he's going to be ranked real soon. My pick 6 goes to 29-year-old Argentinian fighter Esteban El Gringo Ribovics. Let's take a look at his record. He's got a 15-2 record with a 1-fight win streak and an 80% finish rate. His record in the UFC is 4-2. He's another one that's got that relentless forward pressure type style of fighting. He comes in with a barrage of strikes and he can also take it. So this is another one that I think is going to be very fan friendly because, face it, who doesn't like to see two talented fighters bang it out in the middle of the octagon? I think we're going to see a lot more of that from Esteban. Oh, wait, here's some proof that he's going to be fan friendly. The last 3 of his fights have won Fight of the Night. So there you go. That tells you right there. Don't miss this guy, Esteban El Gringo Ribovics. Okay, we've hit the top 5 here at Moneyball MMA. And now I'm giving this coveted spot to Kevin El Chino Vallejos. Let's take a look at his record. He's 16-1. He's on a 5-fight winning streak, and he has an 81% finish rate. Like Ribovics, Vallejos is going to be a strike and return, stand up with you, bang it out. It's okay if you're bloody. This guy is tough as nails. Unfortunately, he drew Jean Silva in his Contender Series fight, took an L against John. I mean, that's nothing to be ashamed of. We're loving Jean Silva, future champ, by the way. But Vallejos came back in the next season, won, got his contract, and yeah, I expect Vallejos to be ranked in the top 15 by the end of 2026. All right, up next at number 4, I've got the very intriguing, both in and out of the ring, 27-year-old Payton Talbott. Let me make sure that I got his age right. Yes, I did. 27 years old. He's a bantamweight with a record of 10-1 and an 80% finish rate. Now, out of all of my guys on the list, I think Payton has probably shown the most flaws. His takedown defense in his first fight was lacking. He redeemed himself. He bounced back. He came back with a big win on his second fight. I remember him saying in the post-fight interview that he knew that fight 1 wasn't the best version of himself. Look, this guy is very creative outside of the field. He's got an edgy athletic style. I think he's kind of an adrenaline junkie. He's also very creative in terms of having a very strong musical orientation. He makes videos. I follow him on Instagram. He's just all in all got a different aura about him. So he's a fresh new face in the UFC just because of his vibe. It's just very different. I love the way he moves in the ring. I like the way he interviews, just very real, edgy, raw. He throws punches in bunches, so I think you guys are going to like him too. If you haven't checked any of his first 2 fights in the UFC out, go take a look. That's Payton Talbott, 27 years old and in the bantamweight division. Okay, guys, we've made it to the top 3. Thanks for hanging out this far. By the way, if you have any comments, put them here in the comment section. If you think I've missed anyone at this point, if any of your favorites are missing, they might just be in this top 3 list. So hang out with me and let's see. All right, this number 3 is going to a beast, and I think you probably know who I'm going to say. Number 3 goes to 23-year-old middleweight, the ripped up Ateba, the silent assassin, Gautier. This guy is coming in with an 8-1 record and a 7-fight winning streak and an 88% finish rate. He's getting a lot of looks from everyone, and the word on the street is he's like the next Francis Ngannou. No surprise, he looks like he's been chiseled from granite. The guy is a monster. We're very excited. At 6'4", he's really big for this weight division. He comes in with some aggressive kicks, strikes, and all of his wins have either been by knockout or TKO. So there's nothing silent about this assassin. Can't wait to watch him fight again. And that's Ateba Gautier, guys. Ateba Gautier. Start your own watch party for him because I think he's a real title contender. Here we are at the first runner-up. the first runner-up. Number 2 goes to Malcolm the Machine Wellmaker. He is 31 years old. So we've got two 31-year-olds in this top 15 list, but they're both super talented. I don't put weight in their age being a little bit older than the rest of my list. After all, we know DC came into the UFC in his 30s, and look at what he did. Malcolm is going to come in with a record of 10-0. He's on a 10-fight win streak and has an 80% finish rate. Malcolm, he's got super fast hands. He's got real one-punch knockout power, and he's also good on the ground. He's a well-rounded fighter. Even though he's in his early 30s, we think he's going to be a supernova riser. I think he's going to be ranked real soon, definitely before the end of 2026. I think he's going to be in the top 10. And yeah, that's Malcolm the Machine Wellmaker. Okay, guys, here we are. My numero uno, number 1. Who do you think it's going to be? I think you know who it's going to be. Yeah, I'm excited to announce that my number 1 most exciting prospect in the UFC right now is none other than 27-year-old welterweight Islam Dulatov. I wanted to say it like Bruce Buffer, but yeah, no. This guy deserves like that shout because, wow, I mean, he is the most thrilling fighter to watch right now. He's coming in with a 12-0 record. He's on a 12-fight win streak, 100% finish rate. Yeah, 100% finish rate. This guy is ultra aggressive. He will hunt you down and he will finish you. He's just got those instincts, and you can see it and feel it in every one of his fights. We know Dana's very excited about him. Not sure if you know this fun fact. He is also quite easy to look at. And you know why? Because Paris agrees, Vogue agrees. He models for Versace. He's a runway model. Yes, he is. But we're glad that he's decided to keep his focus in MMA, specifically the UFC. That's where we want him to stay because we want to see everything that this guy brings us in the octagon. Yep, that is Islam Dulatov, my number 1 pick, my numero uno, as the most exciting prospect in the UFC. All right, guys, that's it. You did it. We did it. We did it together. We're building a community. We just went through my top 15 most exciting prospects in the UFC right now. I want to hear what you have to say. What do you think? Do you agree with my 15? Did I leave someone out that you're just like, no, no, no? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know your comments. Let me know what you thought altogether. I have to admit, I was a little bit nervous to make this video. So give me your feedback. If it's mean feedback, I may not listen to it until I get a little bit more confidence here. But no, I'm loving doing this and looking forward to my next video as well, where I am going to take you through my bets of who I think the title holders in every division. That's right. I'm going fly, I'm going bantam, I'm going feather, light, welter, middleweight, light heavyweight, heavyweight. I'm going to tell you who will have the belt on December 21st. No, let's make that December 31st, 2026. I'm going to tell you my bets are, and I'm going to put money on those guys, and I want you to do it with me. So hang out with me for like the next 400 days so that when we get to December 31st, you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. And we're going to have fun doing this together. I'm looking forward to building a community with you guys. And give me your comments. All right. See you next time.